afternoon. First, thank you, Fina, for the invitation in name of Global, and of course, in personal, in the invitation for me to be here. Always a pleasure to meet our friends from sports market and the Fina family. And thank you for Luis and Tanya for all the help with the presentation these days here and all the changes I have to make these days. When I received the invitation and the team, the subject to talk about the social challenge, I think, okay, what I will show there, because this is something we discuss all day at Global, at home, because what is the challenge? What is the multi-channel world? What is the multi-platform? I think everybody has a mobile phone in hands, everybody has a tablet, so what what could I bring here that's a new thing that you never hear about? So I tried to organize an agenda here. So I really will be a short presentation. As Mr. Lars said, after lunch, it's difficult to get a long presentation and to get attention from everybody. But I will try to follow up here very quickly about some numbers about Brazil and about our group Global, because we have 2016 coming, so always good just to tell a little bit about, just quickly, and then talk about a little bit some trends, and then about the sports fan and how I think who is this guy and how this is connect with the idea about these trends in the social challenge. And then in the end, I will show a short video, a 2-minute video with an example we did at Global, not in the sports area, in the entertainment area. So I think it will be a good wrap up to show you guys. I forgot to click, sorry. So the numbers in Brazil nowadays are almost 200 million people, and the media landscape and the free-to-air, almost all the population have access. When you talk about internet, we are almost the 50% have access to internet, and when you talk about pay TV, 6 million people. So these numbers just to you guys, I don't know if everybody knows these numbers to understand in Brazil, we still have a lot of road to grow about the pay TV. Of course, this depends on the economy and all the things, not just about the content. So this is something we are looking for, and at Global, we have operation in sports and all the platforms. Free-to-air at Global, we are not a sports channel. We have all the content, more focus on journalism, entertainment. The sports in our schedule, it's almost like 9% if you look on a year. But it's very strong with soccer, because we are Brazilian television. But we have, of course, a lot of Olympic sports, and of course we have a partnership with a federation in Brazil. Sport TV, we have 3 channels, 24 hours, and the digital, we have a portal exclusive to the sports content. This is the globesport.com. Coming to the trends, I like these pictures because the future, past, and present, if we come back to London and we go to Rio 2016, I think we can discuss about trends, the 3 topics I will talk: mobile, social, or video, because these 3 topics is always trend topics. Every year they are trends, but the technology changes them. So I will show you some point of view, some numbers. So I think you can get some reflections. It's not some, I think just something, I think it's the idea we can discuss later with questions, but we can manage the 3 points with social, with the video, and the mobile, I think is the way we can get the sports fan. In mobile is how the content nowadays is consumed. If you look, everybody is consuming a lot of content in mobile all day. You have studies that say that people interact 150, sometimes 150 times with the mobile. 6% of time spent on social is on mobile in US adults. This is a market number last week. Digital video already is consuming more on mobile than desktop. So if you look on platforms like YouTube, the digital is more consumed in mobile than in the desktop. It's 50% nowadays. So this is how you can handle with this little gadget everybody has in hands, and probably the youth and the millennials is coming. Just a second. If you look to the social, nowadays when the millennials, the youth, now when I call millennials, is the youth and the born after the 85, they don't, normally they look for content. People, you say everybody's looking for content in Google and search engines like Yahoo, Google, but nowadays the traffic is coming from the exchange from social medias, like any of the social media they have, like Facebook or Twitter, whatever. 71% of these millennials go every day in a social media. So I think this is one of the insights you can handle, because if you want to do investment in content, you have to design this kind of content to social and mobile. You don't want to design any kind of content, any kind of product like to a website. If this website, you can go through the content in the mobile, because the youth and the next generation and they are consuming in mobile and the sharing and then doing the social. So you have to think about how to produce an investment to the content, to the social and mobile. When we talk about videos, they're using at least another device while they are watching TV. So this is interesting because that's the discussion about the second screen. So they are watching TV and use another gadget, and what they are consuming during they are watching TV. For us, when you have the mothership, as we call, like a TV Global, what they are using, they are consuming one of our products, they are consuming something that's complementary of our content. And we have a study in Brazil that 80% of the Brazilian audience watch TV connected in social media during the prime time. So we have to pay attention with this. No, they still watching TV, but now they are connected, talking with friends about what they are watching on TV. So this is the reality. We can think that's not happening. Sometimes we discuss, okay, this is just with young youth. No, this is a lot of demographics already in Brazil. Of course, I can talk about it worldwide. I don't know the numbers, but this is some kind of insights I can bring from our perspective, our experience at Global. And how can I talk something about to engage Fina fans here? Who is this guy? Who is a sports fan? Now, if you look to the Latin, like the fanatics, this guy, insanely, but divinely inspired. I used to say that maybe they tattoo their skins, but certainly they will spend money. So they have to look to this guy, pay attention to the 3 points, the 3 topics I passed through, because this guy, they want to be connected with your content. I think that's the main message all the time. More ahead, I will talk about this again. And why they are sports fan? First, they want the community they create around the relationships. They want to sharing moments. They want to create us against them. So this is sports create. So if you look in the perspective of sports and Fina, water polo is you can have a team against another team, but you can have athletes win from your country against another country. So when you practice since you are youth, you can get your team, your relationship with your friends. So create a community, something you are, or not just practicing, but you become a fan. The drama, how the history is created around the sports. Then you can the idol, or you got the bad guy. In a media perspective, we are a guy from media. This is like I think it's the main point, because for us, when we need a storytelling to tell to our audience, independent if you're talking pay TV, or you're talking free to air, or you're talking digital. We need the drama. We need to, what we are talking about. So when you look at sports like swimming, we need to the federation help us. Who is this guy? Help us to create a history, a drama around this, so we can engage our fan, and then we can create more fans, and then this is good to the whole environment. And the whole experience around the sports, not just the results, the competition that's happened, because the guy is there watching. They want to share. They want to share the moment. People don't want to just be there. I used to say normally people go to a show, and when the guy, I was on a show, and then the singer is coming, the guy, like they are coming, then I can touch the singer. He take off, and then get a selfie, and then want to get a selfie with the singer behind, because they want to post on Facebook or send by WhatsApp. So they prefer to share the moment than to watch the singer. So that's how the sports fans and the consumer behavior nowadays. Remembering the sports is entertainment, and more than just the game, it's just the competition. So what's the fans want? Like the 5 points here to wrap up before the video. All kind of content, related or not with the competitions. So the competition, of course, is very important, but the drama, the athlete, all the history, you can talk about this guy. So you can use that information, and then you can use the information for different kind of platform. You always have to understand, and in your side, like a federation, you have to understand, like a federation, you are a provider of content. So how you can think about the content, and how you can provide it for different kind of platforms and different kind of audience. If this audience wants to consume anytime, anywhere, in all kind of platforms, this kind of problem more for the media. So media have to be prepared in all kind of platforms. This is how they are nowadays. They want to contribute with the content they consume. They want to share with the friends, with the followers. This is how the social is happening. They want to be close to the idol, to the event, to the federation. So nowadays, this youth, because I'm talking a lot about the youth, about these millennials, because it's like looking 10 years from now. It's not looking to the Kazan next year. Like, I think we can trying to start now how you can develop that. So if the federations, with the clubs, and even I don't know how it works in each country, but that's how we are working in Brazil with our federation. We are a partner. We are trying to create this. We need to create the histories, and we create to have all this content to distribute in our platform. Oh, sorry. So I will show the video. This is so popular that we are very strong in Brazil. The idea, we did a casting through Facebook. So this is how we engage more our fans. So it's just a video to show you how we can go through the audience in a different platform, not the TV global platform, and put them in the main channel that was the TV.
Global, the largest TV network in Latin America, launches Suburbia, an innovative product, an ode to the suburb. Instead of traditional campaigning, we launched a TV show, transforming a TV product into a PR campaign with the objective of strengthening its reputation among an audience that increasingly wants to see its reality fully represented. So we put Brazilians in the spotlight and took their reality to TV. With a black author, a cast mostly formed of blacks, and unknown actors. Challenge: conquer a public used to super production and celebrity. How do we make people identify with the unknown actors? Putting a known face in the cast, their own. Part of the casting was open to ordinary people through social media. Facebook became a casting platform. Where does the reality end and fiction begin? Statements for Museum de People presented the actors' life stories.
Porque me pediram para te ligar que você é a nova protagonista da minissérie da Globo. Ai.
Results? The media classified the launch as one of the most innovative in 2012. Its premiere week, Suburbia was the 4th most commented subject in Brazilian media, generating more than 3 million in PR value. With over 48 million people were exposed to the news related to the series. Suburbia was the leading TV show among the prime time channels. Over 21 million Brazilians tuned into the premiere episode. Global took more reality to its fiction and reinforced its ties with the Brazilians. That fun was touched, and the most important, identify with it. That is Suburbia.
So that's it. If anyone want to, my email is there. Look to see you everybody in Rio. Thank you.